Hello everyone, welcome to our LGKE quiz. In this video, you will get 100 simple GK questions related to India and the world. Each question has 4 options, and you will get 5 seconds to think and answer. Let's begin the quiz and test your knowledge. Who was the first woman to become the Prime Minister of India? Which woman became the first Chief Minister of an Indian state? Which state is the largest in India by total area? Which state is the smallest in India by area? Who is known as the first citizen of India according to the Constitution? Which constitutional post is called the second citizen of India? Who is referred to as the third citizen of India? On which date is Independence Day celebrated in India every year? On which date do Indians celebrate Republic Day? How many total letters are there in the Hindi alphabet? Who wrote the national song of India? How many spokes are there in the Ashoka Chakra on the Indian national flag? Which song is officially recognized as the national song of India? Which flower is declared as the national flower of India? Has India had a woman Chief Justice of India till now? How many months are there in one calendar year? How many days make one complete week? In how many Indian states is Hindi used as an official language? Which language is mainly spoken by people in Maharashtra? What is the name of the script used to write the Hindi language? Which river is considered the longest river in the world? Which animal is known as the fastest runner on land? What is the main natural source of energy for the Earth? Which continent does not have any active volcanoes? Which ocean is the smallest ocean in the world? If you're enjoying this quiz and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel for more simple GK quizzes like this. Which mountain peak is the highest within India? Which lake is the largest lake in India by area? Which Mughal ruler built the Red Fort in Delhi? What is the official currency of the United States of America? On which date is Indian Navy Day celebrated? On which date is Indian Postal Day observed? Who composed the Indian national anthem? Who was the first woman officer of the Indian Police Service, IPS? In which Indian state or union territory is Wooler Lake located? Who was the first Indian to be promoted to the rank of Field Marshal? What is the official height of the wooden stumps used in cricket matches? Which type of lens is commonly used in cameras? What is the national sport of Canada? Indian sportsperson Jaspal Rana is associated with which sport? Which award is considered the highest sports honor in India? What does LAN stand for in computer networking? What is the full form of EVM used during elections in India? In computer terms, what does DTP stand for? Modem is a device whose full form is what? RDX is the short form of which explosive material? What does www stand for in Internet terminology? On which date is Hindi Diwas celebrated in India? The traditional Bihu dance belongs to which Indian state? Websites like Google and Yahoo are known as what? Incorrect or wrong data in a computer is known as what? What is the complete form of IBM? In engineering and designing, what does CAD mean? Which river is the longest river flowing completely within India? In computer terminology, what does CD stand for? How many bytes are equal to 1 kilobyte? In computers, on what does the length of a word usually depend? What is the main function of an assembler in a computer system? Who was the first woman speaker of the Lok Sabha in India? Pushkar Lake is located in which Indian state? How much time does the Earth take to complete one rotation on its axis? What is the full form of BDT, the currency of Bangladesh? In computer terminology, what does ROM stand for? What is the full form of HTML used in web page creation? Which scale is used to measure the strength of earthquakes? In which city and year did India's first underground metro railway begin? On which date is National Youth Day celebrated in India? Indian Army Day is celebrated every year on which date? National Sports Day in India is observed on which date? Which Indian cricketer took the first hat-trick for India in Test cricket? In which year did India win its first Cricket World Cup? Which fast bowler is popularly known as the Rawalpindi Express? Who was the first cricketer to score a double century in one-day international cricket? Which Indian batsman was the first to score a triple century in Test cricket? Which country is known as the birthplace of the game of cricket? On which scientific law does a rocket work? When a moving bus stops suddenly, passengers fall forward due to which principle? In basic health science, remedies are mainly used to prevent what? Which type of lens is used to correct nearsightedness, also called myopia? Why are non-metals generally poor conductors of electricity? What type of energy is stored inside a dry cell? Which bird is officially declared as the national bird of India? Which animal is recognized as the national animal of India? Who is popularly known as the father of the nation in India? What is the capital city of India? Which ocean is the largest in the world by area? Which planet in our solar system is known as the red planet? What is the official currency used in India? Which tree is declared as the national tree of India? What is the scientific study of plants called? What is the scientific study of animals known as? Which is the smallest bone found in the human body? Which is the largest organ of the human body? Which gas is essential for humans to breathe and survive? Which bird is considered the fastest flying bird in the world? Which of the following colors is a primary color? Which instrument is used to observe distant stars and planets? Which planet of our solar system is famous for its rings? Which is the largest hot desert in the world? What is the SI unit used to measure length? Does India have an officially declared national game? Well done for completing the quiz. How many questions did you get right? Write your score in the comments. If you enjoyed this quiz and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe for more GK quiz videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next quiz.